All Mankind. We got Dorny, aka Turney, on the left, and Gavin on the right. Is that correct?
AKA Jimmy.
AKA Jimmy, as we figured out. They have a new album which was released in February 21st, 24th in Germany. The album title is Simple Desire. And I just wanted to ask how long it took for you to get that record going.
It took a while. I think it was probably close to a year, something like that. We started off recording somewhere else with a different producer, and it didn't kind of work out. And then we had to go to London, and then we ended up in Liverpool in England with another producer. I think it was like a few months later, and then we were all like, oh, a bit tired, and then we made the whole album again. So,
Okay, so
we redid the album, kind of. Yeah, it took a while.
Good. So another question that I have is, are you doing or are you supporting charity things, like charity actions that you like? Is there anything? I just hand over to you.
Yeah, we're always looking for new charities that we can support. There's nothing that we've done long term supporting the same charity. There has been things that we've done. People have asked us, can you play this show, or can we use a song for whatever, that we're always keen to do. But we've never actually done anything supporting something long term, which is something that we're keen to do. We're always looking for new partners that we can help. We feel so fortunate in the situation that we're in. I think as soon as we find the right partner where we all feel kind of passionate about helping in one area, I think we would love to do something like that long term, you know, to grow with someone and continue to help them for as long as we can.
That sounds nice for us, I guess, then. Okay, so what about, to go back to the new album that you just brought up, what was your inspiration? Like, what is the album about? Are there any personal things that you try to cover with that new CD?
Yeah, I mean, it's all personal things. That's, I think, the only way that we know how to write. And for Rich, for his lyrics, everything is personal to all of us. I think to write something that's not personal is a bit of an odd concept to us. To write something that's about some experience that never happened to you or that you have no experience in is a strange thing, and why would you bother to try and write about that? And I think that the title track, Simple Desire, sums up a lot of the lyrics that were going on throughout the album. And even in the time of recording, having gone to America to record the album and it not working out with that producer, it kind of went quite sour and bad. It was kind of the lowest of lows. But then to find a new producer and end up in Liverpool, such a great music town with such a great musical history, was the highest of highs in such a short period of time. And I think that the album sums up that. It has the lowest of lows, but the highest of highs. But that's okay, and that's how life is, you know. That's always going to happen, no matter how much you try and protect yourself. You're going to have low times and you're going to have high times, and you're kind of going along with that. So I think the track Simple Desire on the album summed up the lyrics really well, because that's how we live our lives. Sometimes we have such great things happening, like coming to Germany and whatever, but then we have very low things happen, like flights getting cancelled and we get stuck in the airport for a day. You know, it's not so much fun.
Okay, is there any song, or which is your favorite song on the album?
I think I like Magic Moment. For me, that's kind of in. It's a song that's kind of a bit heavier, and for me, I kind of like the heavier, more rocky kind of thing. And I think for me, that's kind of, it's got everything in there. Yeah.
I like a song called Lover's Song. For me, lyrically, it sums up. It's a song about the four of us in the band and what we do. You know, being on the road and writing songs together. So for me, that it has the most emotional connection to me. I love traveling the world with my best friends. That's kind of what the song is about. You know, the four of us sticking together and going through these highs and lows together, and you know.
So you're actually acting. So you're acting as a family in that whole project of music. That's nice, to be honest. Oh, sorry.
There is actually family within the band. The other two guys are actually brothers. So we you know, and then kind of we all grew up in the same town, quite, you know, within 5 minutes of each other. We all knew each other from a very young age. So definitely it is a close family.
Okay. So I've just asked before how you met each other, but do you want to tell me something about that? Like, when did it came to the point where you started to figure out that you want to make music with each other?
I don't know if there was ever a point where we thought, yes, we should all make music together. We liked hanging out with each other, and we all played music. Yeah, so it was quite a natural thing. It wasn't like a conscious decision, like, today we should play music together. When we hung out as friends, we would play music together. You know, we would get together, and me and Dave would get together, and then obviously Dave and Rich would play. They were brothers living in the same house. Yeah, Dave and Rich met obviously when Dave was born. Dave's family and my family were friends before we were born, so our parents were friends before we were born. We met Gav at parties kind of in the same area, and would start to talk about music, and he's like, I play bass, and we were like, oh, I play guitar, and it was like, cool, we should play sometime, and we just hang out and play. And then the four of us all got together about 4.5 years ago to play as this band, and have just been focusing on that ever since.
How did making music change your life? The question.
I don't know. I think for music, I even at a young age, I think I was just always into music. Mum and Dad always had, you know, their records on, and so I've always loved music. I always, you know, had like the tennis racket guitar, and just I remember dancing around the living room. So just being able to continue to do that, I think just felt natural, just to keep, you know, just to actually play an instrument and to do it as a living is just like, why wouldn't I if I could? So I'm not the kind of person to just sit behind a desk and, you know, type at a keyboard. I'd rather be, if I wasn't doing music, I'd probably be like outdoors in, you know, doing something out. Yeah, something like that. I'm the mountain guy, you know.
and the party boy, as we just figured out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Of course, it's always party.
All right. So, how did your life change?
I mean, obviously we wouldn't be here in Germany if we weren't doing music. It's. I mean, we travel around the world. We don't really have a home as such now. We travel around from the UK, the US, to Europe, and back to Australia, and so that's. I think if I wasn't doing this, I would probably be in the one place more. I get to meet a lot more people. I don't think I would meet as many people if I lived in one place, obviously doing some other sort of job. Yeah.
Okay, so now we have them at our sofa. Just let's ask when they are getting on tour next. So, when is your new tour coming up? Or is there a tour coming up? Yes, it is.
There is. The 2nd of April, we are playing, and I can't remember where.
A week and a half?
Yeah, not too long, like a week and a half. Where?
Switzerland, I think.
Switzerland. I think we've got 2 dates in Germany, and then
Cologne, 17th April.
That's right. I think it's 2 dates in Germany, and then we go to Switzerland for two shows, and then we come back to Germany we go to Berlin on the 16th of April, and then the 17th of April.
Cologne MTC.
That's right.
When is the opening?
The 2nd. The what?
9 p.m.
Okay, perfect then. Well, I have no more questions. I hope you enjoyed it. Is there any more questions that you want to ask?
What's your favorite food in Germany?
Weisswurst.
The bakery, anything from a bakery.
The bakery is really good in Germany there. And Nutella.
And Nutella is great. Yeah.
Nutella.
Try Nutella with peanut butter. It's like Snickers and bread.
I've had that. I was telling Dave the other day we just bought a fresh jar of peanut butter because we hadn't had it, but we have Nutella. And I said,
mix it
yeah,
and put honey on it, and then it's really like Snickers.
Yeah, I like this.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's like a Snickers on a piece of bread.
Yeah.
That's
It's
great.
really good.
Yeah.
No one understands it.
Okay, anyway, the 17th of April, MTC at 9 p.m. in Cologne. I see you then.